Today, we are exploring a wild idea. What if Jesus had a YouTube channel? Let's count down his top 5 viral videos. Number 5, turning water into wine, the ultimate party hack. Picture this. You're at a wedding, the wine runs out, and everyone's bummed. But wait, Jesus steps in with the most epic party save of all time. In John 2, he turns water into wine, and not just any wine, the good stuff. Let's break this down. Jesus saw a need and filled it. He didn't just fix the problem, he exceeded expectations. In today's world, that's customer service gold. Whether you're managing a team, running a business, or just trying to be a good friend, always aim to go above and beyond. Pro tip: next time you face a problem, ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Then, take it a step further. Don't just meet the need, exceed it. Number 4, how to feed 5,000 people with just 5 loaves and 2 fish. Talk about a meal prep challenge. In Matthew 14, Jesus uses limited resources to feed an entire crowd. It's like the ultimate potluck miracle. But let's talk for a second. We might not need to feed thousands, but we all face situations where our resources are stretched thin. Maybe it's trying to make rent, juggling work and family, or just trying to squeeze in some self-care. Here's the takeaway. Jesus didn't let limited resources stop him. He worked with what he had and trusted in a higher power to multiply the results. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, remember: 1. Start with what you have. 2. Be grateful for it. 3. Share it generously. 4. Trust that your efforts will be multiplied. You might be surprised at how far your loaves and fish can go. Number 3, walking on water, overcoming your fears. Now this is where things get really interesting. In Matthew 14, Jesus casually strolls across a stormy sea. Talk about defying expectations, but when Peter tries to join him, he starts to sink. Why? Because he took his eyes off Jesus and focused on the storm. In our lives, we all face storms. Maybe it's a difficult relationship, a challenging job, or personal insecurities. The lesson here isn't about literal water walking. Please don't try, folks. It's about keeping our focus on what truly matters, even when life gets choppy. So, how can we apply this? Simple. 1. Identify your storm. What's causing you stress or fear? 2. Choose your focus. What positive goal or value can you concentrate on instead? 3. Take that first step. Even if it's scary, move forward. 4. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let doubts or distractions sink you. Remember, it's not about the absence of storms, but about who you focus on in the midst of them. Number 2. The secret to forgiving your enemies. Alright, this one's a tough pill to swallow. In Luke 23, Jesus is literally being crucified. And what does he do? He asks God to forgive his executioners. Talk about next-level forgiveness. I'm not saying we must be best buddies with everyone who has wronged us. But holding on to grudges is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It only hurts us in the long run. So, how can we cultivate a forgiving spirit in our daily lives? 1. Acknowledge your hurt. It's okay to feel pain. 2. Try to understand the other person's perspective. Empathy is key. 3. Release the need for revenge. It won't heal you. 4. Choose to forgive for your own peace. It's a gift you give yourself. 5. Set healthy boundaries. Forgiveness doesn't mean being a doormat. Remember, forgiveness is a process, not a one-time event. Be patient with yourself as you work through it. And now, drumroll please, the number 1 viral video Jesus would post: the ultimate life hack: love your neighbor as yourself. This is the big one. In Mark 12, Jesus drops this bombshell: love your neighbor as yourself. It sounds simple, but it's revolutionary. Think about it. What if we treated everyone with the same care, respect, and kindness we want for ourselves? Game changer, right? But let's get practical. How can we love our neighbors in today's world? 1. Practice active listening. Really hear what others are saying. 2. Perform random acts of kindness. Small gestures can make a big impact. 3. Volunteer in your community. Be the change you want to see. 4. Stand up against injustice. Love sometimes means speaking out. 5. Cultivate empathy. Try to understand others' experiences. Here's a challenge for you. This week, choose one person, maybe someone you don't get along with, and intentionally show them love. It might just start a revolution of kindness. You now have Jesus' top 5 viral videos. From party tricks to life-changing wisdom, his content would definitely break the internet. How will you apply these lessons in your life? Will you go the extra mile, face your fears, forgive freely, and love radically? Don't just be a viewer, be a doer. And speaking of doing, if this video resonated with you, hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend who may need encouragement, and drop a comment below. Until next time, remember, you have the power to change the world, one act of love at a time.